Welcome to Carlsbad, where adventure runs deep. You're listening to KCCC 930 AM. I'm Hattie, here in the Cavern City, and it's time for Midweek Matters, bringing you both the best upcoming events and interesting micro news from around Carlsbad. We'll start with what's happening around town and on campus, then give you the quick news that affects your daily life. First up, the Best Green Chili Cheeseburger competition is happening all month at participating restaurants across Carlsbad. The brick and mortar restaurants are competing for bragging rights for who has the best in-house chili cheeseburger, and you, the people of Carlsbad, are the judges. Look for the flyer in the participating restaurant windows. And remember, restaurants must be members of the Chamber of Commerce to participate. The winner will be announced on June 7th at the car show. Everyone should mark their calendars for the Mind Control Mental Health Seminar happening tomorrow, May 1st, at the SNMC campus. The session, Journaling for Joy, will help you unlock the power of journaling to boost positivity, process emotions, and visualize your best self. The event starts at 10 a.m. and is completely free to students, staff, faculty, and community members. For more information, contact honor at senmc.edu. The SENMC HSI Grant Services Office would like to give a huge thanks to Kark Inc. and Bonnie Plants for their generous donations that helped kickstart the garden at SENMC. In collaboration with the Eddy County Health Council, this garden initiative is all about growing more than just plants. They're cultivating knowledge, resources, and community well-being for both students and the broader Eddy County community. Stay tuned for updates and workshops as they grow together, one plant at a time. Are you looking to support cancer research while honoring survivors? The American Cancer Society is organizing the Relay for Life this Friday, May 2nd, from 6 p.m. to Saturday, May 3rd at 8 a.m. at Carlsbad Beach. Volunteers can join for this overnight event where participants walk on the track throughout the night. This is the 40th year nationally and the 25th year in Carlsbad for this meaningful event. Register for free online at relayforlife.org. Garden enthusiasts won't want to miss Caffeine and Cultivate at the Carlsbad Public Library. This seed and sprout swap will take place this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Bring seeds or sprouts to swap with other gardeners, sit down for a spell, and talk while enjoying coffee or tea. They'll have gardening information specific to our area available. SENMC Workforce and Community Education is offering their first aid and CPR training one more time this spring. The training is scheduled for next Tuesday, May 6th from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. This valuable program provides life-saving skills, boosts your resume, and prepares you for the unexpected. No experience is necessary, just bring your willingness to learn. Spots are limited, so visit senmc.edu for more information. For the families out there, don't forget that McCoy's Building Supply is hosting a flower pot painting family craft day this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Bring the kids to create and paint a flower pot for Mother's Day. All project supplies provided. Plus, they'll have snacks and drinks at this Carlsbad favorite. Sponsored by James Hardy. Reminder from last week, families, don't forget Inspired by Science STEM Summer Camp at SENMC and the Carlsbad Museum Art Camps. Open registration tomorrow, May 1st. Search them out yourself online. And finally, a reminder that daily walk-in measles vaccinations are available at the Eddy County Public Health Office at 1306 West Stevens Street. The office is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., though closed from noon to 1 p.m. No appointments are needed. You can check your vaccination records at vaxview.doh.nm.gov or call the New Mexico Department of Health helpline at 1-833-796-8773 for assistance. Now it's time for Carlsbad Quickies Micro News, bites of information affecting your life in and around town. Eddy County has announced that the retention period has ended for paper ballots and records. The materials from the 2022 primary election, 2022 general election, and the 2024 Carlsbad School special election were securely moved from 326 South Canyon Street to the Eddy County Sandpoint landfill this morning. For questions, please contact the Eddy County Bureau of Elections at 575-885-3383. The Eddy County Treasurer reports that half payments of property taxes are due before Monday, May 12th. Property owners who chose to split their tax bill in half should make the payments online, by mail, or in person at the Eddy County Treasurer's office to avoid late penalties and interest. For payment options or assistance, residents can visit the county website or contact the Treasurer's office directly at 575-885-3913. Carlsbad Municipal Schools announced that online registration opens tomorrow, May 1st, for the 2025 to 2026 school year at all their schools, including kindergarten and pre-K at the Early Childhood Education Center. The Living Desert Zoo and Garden State Park has opened registration for summer zoo camps for school-aged children. The camp runs for 1 week in half-day sessions from July 7th to 11th, and July 14th through 18th. The fee is only $45. For information, call 575-887-5516. Congratulations to the Carlsbad High School track and field team for their recent achievements at the George Love Relays in Portales. The Cave Girls placed 5th and the Cavemen placed 6th overall. Special mention goes to Atria Wells, who threw a personal best in discus, taking first place and qualifying for state. She also took the gold for the shot put, for which she has already qualified for state, and stands as the 2024 state shot put champion. Other standouts include Abby Dugan, who took bronze in the 800-meter run, Nora Gallagher, who took bronze in the triple jump, sprinter Bobby Castaneda, who placed 3rd in the 100 and 200-meter dashes, and Jonah Moyers, who took bronze in the high jump. And now for our special 5th Wednesday feature, Taste of the Pecos Valley, where we explore the flavors and food stories from around our region. This week we'll be sharing highlights from the recent Taste of Culture event that happened at Southeast New Mexico College. I'll be sharing the interviews I conducted with participants alongside my fellow community education student, Sherry McLaughlin, from the Introduction to Podcasting class. It was a true pleasure for us to interview participants and attendees and to experience the diverse cultures from around the county. Thank you to all who came out. We will both see you next year as participants. Hi, Hattie here. I'm at SENMC's Taste of Culture, and I am with
Vivian Kelly Bateman.
And what have you made?
Well, I actually made koi leche, which translated is milk thing. I'm from an island in the Caribbean called Curacao. We used to be a Dutch colony, but we're now independent. In addition to the koi leche, the milk thing, there are a lot of favorites on the island that are Dutch. So we have a Dutch gingerbread cookie and a coffee hard candy.
And have you participated in Taste of Culture before?
This is my first time participating. I have been to the Taste of Culture before.
Excellent. I'm with
Annabelle Martin, and this is the Cajun Creole table. We're serving red beans and rice. Like most things in Cajun culture, a big mix of everything that's in Louisiana. French, Spanish, Native American, African. Also, we have Slap Your Mama and Tabasco. And fun fact about Tabasco, all Tabasco is made on one island. That is, like, all of it. Everything internationally and nationally is made on every island. And I was about to say, it's the place that all Tabasco is grown and a wildlife area. It serves as a refuge for birds and alligators, but a bunch of native species to Louisiana. Yep.
I'm Antoinette Klaus, here with my Dutch table from the Netherlands, and I give out the stroopwafels, which is a Dutch cookie. Contains of 2 waffles with some caramel syrup in the middle.
Are you originally from Holland?
Yes, we moved here 20 years ago.
And is this your first Taste of Culture?
No, I've done it a couple of times.
Nice.
Yeah.
So much. And I am with
Johnny Chandler.
Proud owner of 930 AM KCCC.
As well as broadcast media program manager at Southeast New Mexico College. This is my first time manning a booth at Taste of Culture, and right now I'm debuting a family dish, a company dish, if you will, from the South. My dad's originally from Alabama. It's called pear salad. The dish consists of pears, mayonnaise, and shredded cheese. It's a very unique combination, but it's really, really well known. This is something we've been eating growing up our whole lives. My dad grew up in Alabama, and he introduced it to us. I remember being 7 or 8 years old the first time that he debuted it, thinking that it was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life, and then promptly wanting to eat a dozen.
I have to say I had a similar reaction to my first taste as well. Are you a native to New Mexico?
So I was born in Albuquerque. My dad was in the Air Force, so we lived all over. Graduated from Clovis High School, Eastern New Mexico University in Portales. So I'm pretty much a native New Mexican. Right.
Well, thank you.
Right, appreciate the interview. Thank you very much.
And I am with
Jalal Hamedi. I am the chair of Social Science Department, and I'm from Iran, and I'm serving baklava.
And when did you come to Carlsbad?
I came December 2012. Been here for a long time.
And have you participated in Taste of Culture?
Every year.
I know about baklava.
Baklava is a sweet from Sara Cafe.
Oh, we love that.
Okay, that's where it came from.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
We are wrapping up our night here at Taste of Culture in Carlsbad, New Mexico at the Southeast New Mexico College. We got a few stragglers left, gotten pretty quiet here. Talked to Miss Christy, who's here with her daughter. Christy, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am a resident of Carlsbad, and I bring my daughters, try to come every year. It's an event we always look forward to because of all the diverse cultures, different foods that we always get to enjoy, different people that we get to enjoy, something that our community, I think, is proud to have, something that is a wonderful thing for all of us to enjoy and to learn about, because we learn about the different cultures in our community that is important in our lives, to learn about the neighbors, our friends, so we can understand each other better, understand each other's cultures. I think it's a great experience and something we can all enjoy.
How long have you been attending this event?
5 or 6 years.
And have you seen a lot of growth in the attendance over those 5 or 6 years?
Significantly. The first time we came, I believe it was just in the gym, and it has grown throughout 3 different rooms. Each room has gotten more full every year and more people each year, which is wonderful, because the more people that attend and the more people that participate, the more growth we develop as people. We not only learn through eating, but about each other.
That's a really good point. It was really nice to see all the different people coming out tonight and sharing their cultures and their food and their stories.
I think sometimes we take for granted where other people come from, and we can get lost in our own worlds and our own cultures and our own lives. But when we take the time to learn about each other, it can open our eyes and open up to other experiences we wouldn't normally have, which I think is very important, not only for ourselves, but for our children. So it's very important to learn people's backgrounds and learn how to relate to people. Therefore, you can grow yourselves and have a happy life. So I think it's important to continue growing mentally, physically, emotionally, any way that you can makes you a success.
That's your Midweek Matters for today from Carlsbad, where adventure runs deep. If you have an event or news item you'd like us to share, hit us up on our Contact Us form once again at kccc930am.com. This show was produced in partnership with Southeast New Mexico College Workforce and Community Education. As always, on Wednesdays, we celebrate the lives of those who have lived or died in Carlsbad, New Mexico, with obituaries from Denton-Wood Funeral Home. Edgar Denton Burke, 85, of Lexington, Kentucky, passed away on March 25th. Born and raised in Carlsbad, Ed was a proud Navy veteran who served from 1957 to 1970, primarily during the Vietnam War. After his military service, Ed worked in sales and management before returning to Carlsbad. An avid outdoorsman, he loved camping, fishing, and especially caving. He even published a book titled Slaughter Canyon Cave. In 2017, Ed and his wife of nearly 58 years moved to Kentucky to be near their son and granddaughters. His adventurous spirit and dedication to family will be deeply missed. Elvira P. Henderson, 69, a former resident of Carlsbad, passed away April 21st in Portales. Visitation will be today from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Denton-Wood Funeral Home. Elvira P. Henderson, 69, a former resident of Carlsbad, passed away on April 21st in Portales. Visitation will be today from 5 to 7 p.m. at Denton-Wood Funeral Home. A rosary will be recited tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. at San Jose Catholic Church, followed by a Mass of Christian burial at 11 a.m. She will be laid to rest at Carlsbad Cemetery. Dolores Hester, 98, passed away April 18th at her home in Carlsbad. Dolores and her husband Ray moved to Carlsbad in 1958, where they owned and operated Hester Refrigeration for 38 years. She was known for her love of cross-stitching, reading, and crafts. Dolores was preceded in death by her husband Ray and is survived by 3 children, 5 grandchildren, 5 great-grandchildren, and numerous nieces and nephews who will cherish her memory as a dedicated businesswoman and loving matriarch. Henry McDonald, 69, passed away April 17th. Born and raised in Loving, Henry began farming with his father at age 13, developing a lifelong passion for agriculture alongside his trucking business and involvement in oil, gas, and ranching. Known for his selfless generosity and heart of gold, Henry was a wonderful husband, father, and the best papa to his 8 beloved grandchildren. His legacy of hard work, entrepreneurship, and kindness will live on through his family and the many lives he touched in our community. Our thoughts are with the families and friends of those who have passed. Please go to dentonwood.com for more information on these fine folks.